Greetings, wherever you are in this wild world. I hope you are all sitting comfortably and hopefully listening to this message with an open heart. Our heart is the center of all the distribution of the energy. And today we want to speak about this openness in our hearts that brings us to present. Well, we're all in a location, we're all somewhere in life with what's going on around us, which is unusually different. It is something that we had not foreseen it's going to come. At this time, maybe the best thing that we can do for ourselves is to pay attention to our feelings, where we are emotionally and mentally. Often enough, we miss that. We just focus on the events, on what's going on around us, on our location physically, but not necessarily mentally and emotionally. Many times we may be afraid of feeling our feelings because those feelings are not comfortable based upon the experiences we've had, based upon the events in our life that we have seen, we have witnessed. So, feeling the feelings, being in the moment, is not often easy for some people. And I'm hoping that by opening up this subject, we can pay a little bit more attention to our deeper sensations of comfort or discomfort. We always talk about balance and how balance is important. However, this balance is not a fixed point. It doesn't mean that we can just stay in the same emotional or mental position all the time. Although even physically we strain ourselves and we just, keep fixated onto something, our thoughts are changing, our feelings are changing, and what we're sensing from the external experiences or the internal experiences are changing as well. My hope is that by paying a little bit more attention to what's going on, we can embrace our feelings rather than be escaping from it or not attending to them. Well, breathing is one way that we've been discussing on every program, and I'm hoping that you remember that belly breathing from your nose into your belly and then out from your mouth is the base, is where we come back to get ourselves into a position of safety physiologically. So if we go just let the breath in and out with ease, and we're going to start this process of understanding how each one of us differently can be in a position of comfort or discomfort, and how by paying attention to this, we are able to bring ourselves back to a neutral place, to a state that our mind can really be freed from all of this external havoc, external information that is constantly influencing it, into a position that now we can process the information after openness, after being there with ourselves, accepting where we are, and then taking it from there by using our mind how to take the next step. Our choices are really important, but we cannot make those choices correctly or in the best influential way for our well-being if our mind is consumed by the subject. Well, many of us may be concerned with the financial situation besides the health situation. Many of us are just feeling alone, isolated, not in touch with others. Many of us may feel disappointed with what's going on and how this is going to end. There are so many ifs and buts in our thought process which create certain feelings or emotional reactions. I'm Dr. Daniel Sadiq, a clinical director at the Wheel of Wellbeing, marriage and family therapist, and also a psychologist. I'm hoping that by getting your attention to your moment, to now, you can see that how being present to this time is going to open up a lot of new doors for you that you can make better steps forward. We're going to start the conversation with a meditation. And this meditation, it's our way of coming into the moment. The moment that we're discussing is just now. A moment ago is gone. The next moment has not come. And all we have is this moment to deal with. There is only one truth, and it's just happening right now as you and I are connecting and we're together in this situation. So I invite you to sit down, lay down wherever you are. And if you're not driving, which I hope you're not, close your eyes and take a deep breath from your nose into your belly. We're going to start our meditation with a video and music that's going to be on. And you have a choice of keeping your eyes closed or look at the video as it's going to be played. Take a deep breath from your nose into your belly. And let it out comfortably. Take another deep breath and let it go at ease. On the next breath, notice the flow of energy from every breath as it comes into your lungs and as it's leaving it. Notice how the breath is like the waves of the ocean, gentle, comes and goes, and sustains you. Take a deep breath and notice the openness in your heart that is expanding with every breath. Take a deep breath and allow the energy of your heart to expand into the rest of your body. Notice the openness in your heart, the vibration of life that is traveling through every cell of your body. Notice how it is traveling down into your diaphragm and goes further below it into your internal organs, your stomach, your intestines, the kidneys, the liver. Notice the pure energy of your heart from every breath is traveling down in your body. And it's going down into your waistline, to your groin, your legs, and your hips. Take a deep breath and And notice how it expands towards your spine and travels down into your spine, all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Notice the peace and comfort of each breath being enjoyed as it's traveling down your nervous system and joining the rest of that energy that's going down into your hips and into your legs. Into your knees, into your ankles, and to the soles of your feet. Take a deep breath and notice the connection of your heart to every part of your body below it. And with the next breath, notice how this energy is going further into the floor under your feet, under your body, and it goes down and down from every level that you are, finding its way towards the surface of earth, the ground under you. Take a deep and notice the energy of your heart is connecting you to earth. And notice how this energy is still going further down, passing the crust of earth, going down and down. And with the next breath, just notice how it's anchoring you into the core of earth, into the center of it all. Everything at the center of the planet that we live on. You are fully connected from your heart into our planet Earth now. And notice how your feet are gravitating towards Earth and connecting you the energy of this planet. Take a breath and notice your heart again. And this time, notice how the energy of the openness in your heart is ascending higher. First, into your shoulders, your arms, and the fingers, fully engaging your shoulder into a relaxed position. Notice how every cell of your body is enjoying this energy. Take a deep breath and notice how from your shoulder it ascends higher through your spine, into your neck, and into your skull. Take a deep breath and notice the ascendance of this pure energy of your heart into your head, into your face, into your throat, into your jaws, your mouth, your cheekbones, the cavities of your sinuses, your forehead, and reaching the top of your head, filling you up fully with the pure energy of your heart, ascending higher and higher to the top of your head. Take a deep breath and notice how this energy is still expanding above your head, going to the ceiling above you, passing through it, and reaching a higher place as it moves up through the skies above. Take a deep breath and enjoy the lightness of this energy as it's ascending you higher into the skies above, going beyond the clouds, moving higher and higher into the atmosphere, and even higher into the universe, connecting with the universal energy of the sun and everything else around. You are connected with the universe completely now. Notice the energy of your spine as it's stretching high into the skies and into the universe, and as it's descending down into Mother Earth and anchored into the core of it. With our feet on the ground, we are connected to the pure energy of Earth, and with our heads high, we are connected to the solar and universal energy that's always there and supporting us. See yourself in this moment as you're expanded all the way from earth and above to the infinite skies, and notice how this present moment has no connection with anything that's happening. It's your openness internally. This is the place that you can always come to be present. Take a deep breath and rest in this sensation, in this moment, in the now. The now that you have connected with within you. Take a deep breath and let it all out. Take one more deep breath, and whenever you wish, you can gradually come back to this moment outside of your body and bringing your attention to the world around you. I hope you felt this connection, and now we can talk about how from this moment, from this time that we're totally connected with ourselves, now we can utilize our brain. We're going to take a short pause and we come back to you after a few minutes to discuss the rest of being present and being in the moment. Well, as you noticed, there is so much peace and relaxation inside of us. And all we need to do is learning how to connect with this energy. And meditation is one way, not the only way, but it's a good way. We can do it through paying attention to where we are in every given moment. Let's say in this difficult time of social isolation and all of the thoughts and the negativities that are around us, what happens when we can come back to ourselves and notice our feelings, notice what's going on inside of us, and utilize them in a way that we can take our next step? If I'm worried about something, if I'm worried about a dear friend or a family member that is being affected by this virus, well, obviously, there are so many feelings of sadness, disappointment, worried, concern, and all of these feelings need some evaluation. We cannot just ignore these feelings. We cannot just bypass them. Or if there is a sensation in our body, there is a pain, there is a tightness in our heart, there is a butterfly in our stomach, these sensations need our attention also. And when you pay attention to these sensations or feelings, that is when you become more present. Each one of us goes through life with different conditions. Although our energetic source is the same as we just experienced, we are connected as an energy form between our Mother Earth and the heavenly skies above us. And as a transmitter of this energy, through our talks, through our behavior, through our action, we are connecting. But this connection has many different levels. And there is only a very small part of it that is conscious. The conscious part of it, which creates our results, where we are and how we gain things, how we are into the situations, is a very small part of this overall conscious or subconscious combination that we have. So the conscious part is very, very, very small comparing to the rest of the connections that we have. I could say this is about 0.006% of our brain that is conscious, just the tip of the iceberg that is conscious and creates our results. But then underneath that, the other 99.4% of this connection or understanding of ourselves is totally hidden. Some part of it through our behavior is more on the surface. So the distance between our behavior and our conscious comes and goes. We're not necessarily aware of our reactions, how we do things, how we process information. They have become such a normal thing for us that even without being conscious, we're doing them from our subconscious. So that needs our attention. We want to pay attention to how we do things, why we do things, what is the format we do it, and how we can change them if it's not giving us the results that we want. If I'm constantly uncomfortable and worried, there must be something underneath that's triggering this. And I need to look into this phenomena, what's happening inside of me. We need to understand that we are necessitated to do this. It is our responsibility if we know about it. So through that understanding of our behaviors and why we do things, we can even go deeper into who we are and how this connection is produced through the potentials that we have, the capabilities that we have, the understandings that internally has been placed in us, and we have this power of getting into those capacities and capabilities once we realize we have the potentials for it, that we can do it, that we're able. So our abilities are different again. Each one of us has some talents and some ways of expression. And once we realize what our potentials are and how we can process this power, this energy, this capability into our behavior and our conscious mind, then we're more in the now and we're more present to what's going on. And if you want to go even further underneath that, we've developed some beliefs subconsciously. These beliefs are coming from our experiences in childhood, our ways of living, our environment, our cultures. There's so many different reasons that we have developed certain beliefs subconsciously and we hold on to it. So, for example, if I believe that I'm a failure, okay, because when I was a kid, whatever I did, I wasn't commented on in a positive way. It's been seen as wrong, as I have not been able to fulfill expectations of my parents or teachers or community or whatever reason that we had for feeling failed. So this belief has been domesticated in there as my way of being, that I am a failure. And this belief system is going to run into our potentials, changing the potentials instead of being positive to negative, and creating our behaviors into our results. However, if my experience or my belief would have been that I'm successful, I'm capable, I'm good enough, then imagine how that would have affected us. Definitely, we would have been more empowered to get through situations. Failures will not mean much to us, and then we can just prosper and move on in life in the way that is best for us. So we would like to understand our belief systems. Some of these beliefs need to be reevaluated and changed. Some of them are good, and we want to keep them and understand that these are good beliefs that we have. So that's another invitation of going deeper into yourself. And then underneath that, we've created some values, and these values are some part of it universal, the goodness, the truth, the divinity, to be of effect in this world, to be compassionate, have empathy. These are values that authentically we have inherited. However, what if these values have gone under question, or we have never paid attention to these values? And how is that going to affect us and create our beliefs and create our potentials in a negative way, and the behaviors and then the results that we have? And then if you want to go even further down into this subconscious part of understanding ourselves, for being present into what it is, it's who we are, our identity. In this simple meditation that we just did, our identity was one with each other. We were just identified as this connection of energy of our hearts from earth all the way up to the sky. So in that moment, that identity did not have anything negative, did not have anything positive, did not have anything. It was just an identity of being one with oneness, with the universe. And imagine if we could be more in that state of mind, in that identity of oneness, identity of togetherness, identity of unity, how our life would be different, how our love is going to emanate even more and reach other people around us. And now imagine if we all connect with that kind of identity more often. Yes, I understand we have situations that we forget about all of this, that we are in a dire situation of survival, and this survival kind of takes over and creates everything else that we're just discussing as reaction. So we want to bypass the survival brain as much as we can, because we are not here in this world to just survive. We are joyful beings. The vibration of your heart was light, was joy. And this joy is what you always have, you will always sustain as long as you keep on connecting with it. So let's identify with this pure love and energy that's inside of us. And from bottom up, let's build it up again. Let's bring our values into this oneness. Let's bring our beliefs into this oneness. Let's bring our potentials and our behaviors into the oneness, and the compassion that we have for giving each other the best that we can, rather than resisting, reacting, just being bothered by each other. Let's stay in peace and harmony. This is the message of being present. Present has a different meaning. It's gift. We always have this gift inside of us. This is a gift that we're given the moment we're born. But sometimes we forget that we have this gift. I invite you to open up your gift every day, to go into what you have, which is being in the now, being present. And I hope that you can take that through this day with you, through all of this time. And I'm looking forward to sharing with you more of this in our next program on Monday. Thank you, and have a blessed day. Keep your heart open and fulfill. One more time, I'm Dr. Daniel Sadiq from Wheel of Wellbeing. If you like this type of activity or process, we have a community called the Wheel Select, WHEEL Select. You can go on wheelofwellbeing.com. There is a quiz for finding your balance, for ups and downs of where you are. And once you get through that, you have an option of joining us with this format and be a part of our community. We have these conversations recorded, a lot of books and publications are yours. And we also have some coaching calls every now and then that you can participate on and you can enjoy. Stay with us and be prosperous, happy, and enjoy. See you soon.